Yo boys, Jens here, and today, finally, some game analysis is Rogue-Druid. Um, Yesterday we had the first real queue session of all TBC since the beta, because during the first week we were like top 100, since everyone didn't really had that much gear. You only had really the top players and like really try hard players, so usually streamers getting good gear, good PvP gear. I actually pre-farmed mine, um, and since then we've been trying to like try to get gear to actually compete, because in TBC, kind of like on retail as well, it's kind of the same, but in TBC we gear it's really important because of resilience and spell damage and all of that. We are still kind of far behind. For example, I had to buy the weapon because this shit didn't drop until yesterday, which was tragic because I bought the weapon this week, and this blade dropped yesterday. That's just one example. I could have bought a lot more pieces. I think I could have bought 3 pieces by now if I went for the piece, like for the gloves and something else. But yeah, that's what we have. Like in twos, we started yesterday. It was our first real queue session since we were top 100 in EU during the first week. After that, it was just impossible to compete, especially with rogue mages with really good gear. Like in the first week, we were facing rogue mages with mongoose, and if the rogue has mongoose, it means that he must have at least a really good weapon, or at least really 2 good weapons, and we just couldn't compete. It was impossible. My druid had like 8 resilience or 20 resilience from the cloak, and they just killed them. In trees, we are still waiting for gear this week, and my rogue is on a vacation. So this next week, not this one, but then a week after, we will start getting some real games. I think they will both get upgrades this week, Wednesday. So tomorrow, and once my rogue comes back, I think we can get to at least 2.3, which is gladiator at the moment, with the current rate, with the current gear, and that will be really nice. My druid got, I think it was almost 300 more healing power, or 400 more healing power, or so it was a huge upgrade, and we finally did the Q session. 64% win loss. It's not perfect, but considering that we haven't played since, or we haven't done more than 10 games since the first week, it was a really good Q session. We still have problems, especially against Priest Rogue and Warrior-Druid, especially when they pop Death Wish and they go on my Druid. I can't really punish sometimes, but it's getting better, right? So yeah, let's get into the games. I actually loved for the first time playing TBC, because it felt like even the games we lost, it was some of the games like Priest Rogue. It's mostly because of gear, because they just train me and my druid gets home at some point. But or they just train him and I can't really help him. But most of the games I would say we could have played better, but we haven't played that much. But said that, I'm gonna analyze, like, even if it's a loss. I don't have the recordings, like wins, losses, or anything. I just have the recordings here, and let's watch it. So this first game, let's see what we face. This is not the first game. I skipped some games because of the placement matches. We won all of the placement matches. We should be around 2.1k MMR at the moment, or around 2k at least MMR. Yeah, this was after all the placement matches. We won all of them. We went like really high win loss at the start, but then we started to face better geared teams, and we started to struggle a little bit. Okay, so the first game is against Warrior-Paladin. This is really easy. Uh, the only reason why it's even close it's because of my druid lack of resilience still. But this is kind of easy. So here I tried to dispel Hodge. It resisted. It resists a lot against paladins. They have like a talent. And here the goal is just to Curse of Tongues the paladin, fear him, and just kill the warrior. That's pretty much the play. So my druid bashes him, I fear him again, and I think he bubbles here. Yeah, he bubbles here because they want to go ham. He has Death Wish, he's very close to dying, but the paladin free casting, it's very, very good. My druid, he clones him, but here, I'm gonna stop it here. Here, I think he should have, I think he would survive if he just goes down. But this is one of those things where if he has full gear, he probably doesn't get to 40% in the first place, right? The warrior won't get him to 40%, so he can do. So what he's doing right here, in my opinion, is right for if you have full gear, but at the moment, so he's playing like he should, but he doesn't have the gear to do it. So it's very hard to adapt because we played a lot of beta and we did this constantly. And here he gets the clone on the paladin, and I try to finish off the warrior, which I do by the way. I just put Curse of Tongues on paladin and I have a kick, so all I need to do is just kill the warrior here. It doesn't have Holy Shock, we win the game. This is a good example where, for example, the gear it's very big because we don't really because the Ingvo, my druid, my friend shouldn't die there. He really shouldn't. With good gear, he just stays in bear form, and the warrior is in death wish. So after bubble, he's just dead. And but there, I think he should have dropped maybe. But the clone actually won us the game. So so let's see here. I didn't really play that well. I fucked up a lot of things as well, especially against Priest Rogue. I just don't know. Okay, this is Warrior-Druid. I don't remember which ones we won, so let's see. Here I want to avoid the charge, and I'm dotting him up and bringing him behind the pillar, so I want to be in the middle, because I know the Druid will be around here. By this time, the Druid should already be behind this, this pillar, and there he is. I CS this, and I have the pet on the Warrior, just so he gets the stacks, like you can see here. Tainted Blood stacks. I don't remember if we win. He may stuns the pet, obviously. And I'm trying to heal it. Nice, Ingvo just stops the clone. I fear him on the root. And I get a full fear. Here I'm trying to just do damage. He kicks me, so I just drain life. Mace stun, obviously. This guy gets insane mace stuns. I think I remember this game. He trinkets a very DR fear. I don't think that fear was worth it, but I thought we could actually finish this guy off. I got another super DR fear, which I don't think it was worth it, but it was so close. I tried to devour the warrior, but he started to hit my pet, I think. Here he goes for a clone, but he doesn't get it. And I have a lot of damage right here. He doesn't have full life blooms. He lost his life bloom stacks. He gets cloned. And I don't know if we don't kill him here. I think we do, because he gets cloned more than one time. Does he? Yeah, we win here. So this is the general. I think this really didn't really play well. He didn't heal the warrior for quite a few seconds. Let's see the rating. Okay, so at this point we are still like 1.9k MMR, 2k MMR at most. But this is the general strat against warrior. You want to kill the warriors. Let's see if we can find another clip that is not a warrior. We faced a lot of warriors yesterday with a paladin, with a druid, with a priest. Let's see if this clip is better. I'm gonna show you a few more games. Yeah, the warrior priest here, which we beat it as well. There you go. Like the game before was warrior priest. I didn't record every single game because I kept forgetting to record. Let's see, what is this? But against Warrior Druid, you want to kill the Warrior and CC the Druid. You can also try to kill the Druid whenever the Warrior is like in a root, for example. If the Warrior is in a root, you can push in for the Druid, and if he's still on Fear DR, you can start to dot him up. Okay, this is Rogue-Druid. We faced two different Rogue-Druids. One of them was actually pretty good, and I think this is not it. And we actually lost to them. One game and we won another. It was a druid that is 2-8 on live. It's not very high, but yeah, pretty sure he faked me there. But I got the fear. Here I want to just pressure this rogue super hard. I get the dots through cloak because affliction actually has a lot of hit, so you actually get dots through cloak. I fear him full. ENSs, he gets DNS. He's trying to clone, but he can't really. I put Curse of Tongues just to make him waste some globals, and I start to dot him up. I'm trying to range the clone or to not get cloned. I get kicked. I again, I'm gonna stop it because this game is. I get kicked here because since we don't play that much, sometimes I forget that druids have the kick. Actually, sometimes I don't and I fake them, but most of the times I still forget druids have the kick. It's just about getting used to that. So the rogue has no dots, so I decide to. I was getting a fear there, so my druid could survive a little bit. I kicked the roots on me, because the druid was casting again. I get kicked, and I think at this point I get okay. Like I'm gonna start faking you. I fear the rogue, so my druid has a little bit. This is when my Ingvo, my friend, has a lot of troubles. It's when rogues go on him because of lack of resilience still, and because rogues are actually pretty good. I Curse of Exhaustion the Druid, which I should have done more against other teams because they either dispel it or shapeshift, which means that we can get CC easier. He kicks the druid. I started to cast Fear, but I didn't get it. I don't know if it was a resist. I didn't even see it here, or if I stopped before. But anyways, the rogue has no hots. He gets a re because I'm bad. Okay, I see the rogue here, and I go for a fear. Yeah, it blinds it. It's a full blind in here. I'm super scared. But Ingvo just bark skinned. I fear him now, and he should be fine. Obviously, the rogue gets feared into where Ingvo wanted to go, which was into the druid. The druid is pretty much on. I CS the druid here, so he doesn't get more hots. And I'm not sure if we don't kill him here. I think we do. I have the pet on the rogue to do a bit more damage, and I think it's done here, right? Drain life. He only has a rejuve. Okay, he actually gets the cloak, but I'm pretty sure we kill him here. And look at this rogue gear, by the way. This is insane gear. This is actually really good gear. If my rogue had this gear, we would be 2-3. Even with Ingvo not having the same gear that he has now, we would be 2-3 because we would kill pretty much everything. Here I incinerate in case he wants to step to the pet, and drain life. And there you go. Now let's see another game. And I'm gonna show the last clip. Tomorrow I will do more clips. And by the way, let me know if you guys want to listen some of the sounds. Like I didn't put any sound because I should have put some songs to on the tomorrow clip. I just put some ambience song. Okay, so this This I remember. This is Shadow Priest Rogue. I wanted to show this last clip because it has Shadow Priest Rogue and actually a good Rogue-Druid, which is the 2.8k Resto Shaman that plays Druid on TBC. Now we faced two of these comps of this comp, and it was very fucking hard. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not. The first time we played, I tried to like kill both, like I do against Rogue Mage, but I don't think that's the play. I think I just need to slow them and wait for the Shadow Priest to be But it was very hard. This game was very, very hard. And let's skip the part where, okay, they sap me. I see that the priest is coming, so I attack him. I put pet on stay. I'm trying to dispel here, but the petty guy is kind of stuck, so I slow him here. Here you want to outlive the Shadow Priest mana, or you want to kill the priest. So I fear him there, he trinkets. I'm pretty sure I fear him again. Okay, he just blinds me. I want to fear the rogue, but he has fear wards, so I slow him first. He cloaks, so I can't. The Shadow Priest is very far away. I slow him again, and my druid here is very nice on his kiting. I'm trying to fear the rogue. I get a fear here. I can't CS because my pet is feared. ENS is here, and I'm trying to fear the rogue. Yeah, the rogue is feared. I get a slow again on him at some point. I kick the priest. They kick me. This it's so hard actually, and maybe I shouldn't be what I'm doing what I'm doing, but I'm trying to fear the rogue as much as I can. The Shadow Priest at this point went out of Shadow form, and this is the point where I should just completely destroy the Shadow Priest, I think, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm keeping slows on the rogue at all times. I'm fearing him on DR. This fear was really bad actually. I shouldn't have feared him there, but I'm fearing him on DR. If I don't fear the rogue, I fear the Shadow Priest. And at this point, the Shadow Priest is just doom. I slow the rogue. I just dot him up. Here, I think I should have just slowed the rogue and kept doing damage to the Shadow Priest, which is what I realized after. He gets feared, I get the Psychic Scream, and now I think I fear the rogue. No, they go on me, but the Shadow Priest is home. It's a full blind. This is all the rogue, by the way, doing damage to me. It's insane how good rogues are in Season 1. They're very good throughout TBC, don't get me wrong, but in Season 1, they're very insane. Very, very insane. I fake him and I fear him. No, he gets a kidney shot, obviously. But yeah, here you just need. You don't see this comp at the moment that much. I don't get why, because I think I would, if I was a priest, I would play Shadow Priest Rogue. I wouldn't really play Disc Rogue, because Shadow Priest, it's so much fun to play in TBC, um, because you have so much burst. But yeah, I think at this point we are like 2k, 2.1k MMR. I need to check if there's an add-on for it. I think there is. And now here comes the. This was actually one of the hardest games we had yesterday. And okay, my which was against Rogue-Druid. Okay, I don't know the rating of the rogue, but I do know that druid, because we actually faced him on beta as well, and we beat them every single time on beta. But here they beat us earlier. They killed me, I think, and yeah. So here I'm in the open. My druid goes bear farm, so he doesn't get caught. They open super hard on me, and here I think my druid should have cloned him, but I think it's fine. The open like this. I try to line it. Okay, I get. This was on purpose, by the way. I don't really want to fear him at this point yet. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we get Trinket Cloak here. I should have Trinket this to force Cloak first, I think. But it's so hard, because if I Trinket her, they can actually go on my Druid and nest into the clone. It happens. Even to some good players, it happens. I think if I trinket the Kine shot there, I force the cloak, but I don't know what. if it was worth it because it's still very early into the game. And I don't want to get blinded and my druid just smorked, right? So nothing is really happening here. My druid just clones the rogue to give me some space. He steps to me. Yeah, I think he roots him now. Yeah, he roots him now. He cloaks finally, and this cloak was super bad because now we have a chance, and I pop here. I actually pop everything here, like my trinket, and I just do damage to him. I'm even tanking him at this point. My druid doesn't get Ingvo. It's the most unlucky dude in the game, and he doesn't get any any dispels on poisons. So I'm just tanking him there. I'm dotting up the druid as well because at this point we lost the previous game when the druid was almost soon, and I didn't dot him, so I decided to dot him whenever I could in this game. And he's already 25% mana. He's very lucky with Innervate because I never get Innervate for some reason. I try to dispel, I think he resists even. And here it's the same, it just feels like the first 5 minutes of the match. He actually comes to me. And I get Cloak here, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah, I don't because he kidneys. Rooks are so annoying actually. I try to fear, I get a fear on him. I guess he was on global. I missed my kick, but he gets resist on my. If I get this death coil, by the way, this was actually the first death coil I've got resisted. I think if I get the death coil there, the druid is pretty much dead as well. And I'm not joking because the druid didn't have the hots, right? Now he's 61% mana. We are around the same. We could have CC'd the rogue a bit more. I could have feared him a bit more, and my druid could have maybe rooted him and cloned him a bit more, but I think it was kind of fine. Okay, here I'm just mana draining to force the rogue out on me, which he does. He doesn't have any hots. I'm gonna fear him. I get kicked. Immolate. I CS the clone. The rogue doesn't have any buffs or hots, which means I'm gonna kill him. This was very unfortunate. This was the kill, but he gouges the pad, so I can't even get the life bloom, and he gets 2 life blooms instead of and even resists the devour. I'm gonna fear the druid here, pretty sure. Yeah, full fear. And we try to kill the rogue, but it's very hard, very hard. My druid is trying to kill the rogue. We actually thought it would be a kill here. But he cloaked. He got the cloak as this is where gear, for example, where if I have around the same gear as this guy dies, right? My gear it's very good. Don't get me wrong for the overall, but we started to get to the point where everyone kind of has around the same gear, but we don't, right? So if I have the same gear here, and I just go for Searing Pains instead of applying Siphon Life, I think we kill him here. But he gets the cloak in time, and now we are home, and they are not. I don't get why rogues do this. It it's so bad to pre-will a fear most of the time because you don't get on DR, and now I can fully fear him, which I think I try to do. I think I fake him here. No, I don't. I YOLO it, yeah. Here we actually thought we were gonna lose, but yeah, we don't. Rogue trinket the coil, and now he gets fully cloned. And I'm running at the druid, but I shouldn't have been. And I fell on a pet, which is very scary to do. This was bad. This was terrible. The clones, the tornadoes. I mean, I'm trying to line the druid, but I can't. I'm so slowed. No wounds at least, so I'm kind of fine at the moment. Again, he pre does something, he pre-cloaks my fear. I fear him here, and I start to dot him up. The druid is completely he can't even get something. And the funny part here is I'm trying to always purge the druids. They go for my pet, it's my only pet, I called it back. But I think I'm pretty sure they kill it, and now he stops me. And at this point we actually thought we were gonna lose, but the druid was so that we just said please, please, please. My druid goes for a CC on his druid, I think, and I'm gonna put some voice in a sec. Because this is actually funny because we were so done with this comp. After this was the last game, I was just so tired already of facing rogues, and this guy was just annoying, so annoying. So let's listen up.
Clone Druid,
Mhm.
spelling your ass.
Mhm. Say, please, another clone.
I don't have mana for it.
No mana for clone, but the
Smell?
druid doesn't have.
Yes.
I'm gonna fear the druid here.
Yeah.
And there you go. We won. They were around the same rating, I think. And even though we queued after, I just told them because it was almost raid time, and if we had a game, would be like very long. But yeah, guys, that was the first real queue session since the season started. It took us almost a month to recover from the lack of BGQs. And I actually, me and my friends actually went to because it's so unlucky. We went to Shadow Labyrinth Heroic for a better weapon. It didn't drop, so we farmed a bit of reps like the Tralmar and which one was the other Tralmar and Shatar reps. So he could get a bit better gear. He got 300 more spell power, and we finally started to win. He had like 800 healing power. Now he has like 1.1, almost 1.2k. He will have better resilience this next Wednesday. My goal is to get to Gladiator in both brackets. Like, I also have, we also have our friend, our rogue here. So I think we can all get Gladiator from through the two brackets, depending how long the season is. Because our main problem is the season not being long enough in order to get gear. Because TBC gearing, it's like if you're high, if you get high really fast, you gear super fast. But if you're not high and your gear is not good at the start of the season, it's very hard to get to the point where you actually compete with other people, right? And since my rogue doesn't PvE, my druid doesn't PvE, we lose a lot of games where, for example, in trees, where, for example, someone lives at 1%, that's gear. That's most of the time gear. And for us, and in twos, it's the same. We lose a lot of priest rogues still, where the priest is like 500, 600 mana, which means and the rogue still has cloak, so which means it's like we just need a few more seconds. And a lot of rogue mages, we actually lost like one or two rogue mages that I would kill both of them in 5 seconds. I almost 1v2 twice. But yeah, it was very fun to play again. I think I could have played some games better, especially this last game. That's why I called it out, because I wasn't playing well, I wasn't faking, I wasn't really doing anything. I even lost the pet, so I called it out. I was about to raid anyways, and I wanted to chill a little bit before the raid. But yeah, most of the games went well. Most of the losses were sorry, to Warrior-Druid and Rogue Priest, and that's about it actually. But it's going better. Let's see. After Wednesday, maybe we have some better games and some higher rated games. My goal in the first season is just to get Gladiator. It's not really to go At first I thought we could go for like rank 1, but it's impossible with current gear, so maybe season 2 it's a bit better for that. But yeah guys, thanks for watching the video. Like the channel, subscribe if you want to see more of this, and peace, have fun.